What is going on, everybody? It is Complexity, and I am bringing you back some more Chizoid. I think I'm still, I might be saying that name wrong, I think still. But this is 8 disturbing police body cam encounters no one can explain. Now, we've had a couple of them that were, the last time when I watched one of these, it was a little bit like some things were, I wouldn't say explainable, but yeah, a possibility. But anyways, link to the video in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the video, which ones got to you the most, and what other videos do you guys think I might want to react to. Now, let's get right into this. The Seattle's
on
out?
May 5th, 2021,
is this the bath salt
witnesses
stuff?
In Seattle reported seeing a woman who looked like a zombie.
Is that what we're doing here? Drugs. Explained by drugs.
A pale face, half of her head shaved, a limp, strange screams, and a blood-stained pouch in her hands. Soon, the first videos appeared
Big
online,
drugs.
quickly going viral and giving rise to the internet mystery known as the Seattle Zombie Woman. Police tried to restrain her. It reportedly took 8 officers. In another video,
well, they
she
probably
could be
didn't
heard
want to get
begging
like
not to be
bit
taken
or
to the hospital
something.
and pleading with
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean like, oh, they probably didn't want to get bit as in like get turned into a zombie.
them not to take her child.
Yeah, she's on drugs, that's for sure. She's on something. There's no way. Mental health plus drugs will do this to you, kids.
At the same time, the object in her hands seemed to change. At first it looked like a pouch, then something resembling a head. These images only added to the sense of mystery. The story soon became surrounded by theories. Elaborate makeup for a prank, post-traumatic behavior after an accident, drugs or mental illness, and of course, the chilling idea of a real zombie.
But it wouldn't be an actual zombie, though. That's the thing. I mean, I guess it depends on the type of zombie you're talking about, but like, I kind of hate the no one can explain this because it's like, well, there's explainable reasons for it. And I'm pretty sure if you look into this, like type in Seattle zombie woman, they would have like an actual explanation, which most likely means methamphetamines and mental issues, mental health case.
There were also false claims, such as suggestions she was a victim of an attack in Kentucky, but the dates and locations didn't match. What confirmed the reality of the event was a recording from police radio, which ruled out the possibility of a film shoot.
3008 16th Avenue West. There's a female walking eastbound on West Barrett Street that has blood running down her face and leg. She's
What
also
an odd
yelling
choice
and
of
limping.
editing
She's
here.
described as a white female, 20 to 30, 5'5" to 5'7", thin build, with a shaved head and brown patches of hair.
Yet police never issued an official statement, fueling suspicions of a cover-up. It wasn't until March 2022 that body camera footage was released on YouTube.
Ma'am! Hey, it's okay!
A cover-up of possible zombies existing? I don't...
Hey, my name's Sean!
Yeah, she's definitely on something, that's for damn sure.
I don't know exactly. Oh. Is that real blood or fake blood? That almost looks like fake blood.
I don't think any of this is real blood. It's all just
And then
their face burnt? No, it's gonna make our
it took me a little bit while, but it's like almost like Halloween, like zombie makeup.
The videos revealed the woman was wearing makeup and fake blood. Her identity was uncovered. Actress Kimberly Kasai, who had staged a performance with a political message.
How do you, okay, but how is this no one can explain and then like you explain the video though? Come on.
In the end, one of the darkest internet mysteries turned out to be a staged act. No one was harmed, but the image of the Seattle zombie woman remains a striking example of how quickly urban legends can be born and spread.
Yeah, that is true. False advertisement so far.
2023, police arrived at a scene where panic had already broken out. The original video was titled...
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah, dude was he was off of his medication and he was what do you even call it? He was a office medication. He was a paranoid schizophrenic.
Titled, "Wannabe Tough Guy Punches Cop in Front of His Parents." When officers reached the location, they were shocked by what they saw from the very first moments.
He's jumping off the, yeah.
Hey, stop right now. Stop. Relax.
He just jumped
John,
from
so he
there.
just jumped from the banister again.
3 times.
Relax. What's going on? Why are you jumping like that? Are you hurt? What's your name? What's your name? I'm Nick.
And the cops are super calm with this guy,
His parents
way
had called for
calmer
help,
than they should have been, in
worried
my
after his
opinion.
repeated attempts to jump off a cliff. Tension grew.
Jump off a cliff. First of all, that's a balcony. It's not a cliff. I'm not saying you can't get injured, but like, come on.
As the police tried to calm him down, but he remained silent, staring intensely, and looked visibly distressed. Then he did something completely unexpected.
He went for the attack, yeah.
That's something. I'm not ignorant. Hey.
Well, and he doesn't show, maybe he will show it, but like leading up to all of this, there were moments where he kept on like balling up his fist, trying to get in a different position, like to the side of the cop and all that. And the cop was repeatedly telling him, like, dude, you got to back up. I don't want to see you as a threat. Like, I don't want to treat you like you're making me nervous. You're making me want to hurt you, like not hurt you, but you're making me want to like treat you like a threat. Like, just relax, calm down. And he was doing this for a long time. And eventually the dude just like, well, he was already snapped, but he went in for like to attack the cop. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, one of the cops asks him like, is he on any medication? And the dad's like, he's supposed to be.
Stop resisting.
You're under arrest. You are under arrest, buddy.
Get in a head position.
He suddenly lunged at one of the officers, forcing them to restrain him immediately. According to his parents, this behavior was completely out of character. He seemed nothing like himself. No one could understand what had caused such actions. Was he under the influence of drugs, suffering from a mental health crisis, or was it something else entirely?
I mean, you could play the part of the body cam footage where the dad says he's supposed to be on his medication, but he wasn't. That might,
The manager of a private beach in Surfside Beach called police after hearing strange noises coming from the women's restroom. When he tried addressing the possible trespassers and asked them to leave, reminding them that the beach had long since closed, there was no response. Body camera footage shows the responding officer entering the restroom to investigate and remove anyone inside.
See, in a situation like this, I wouldn't even, first and foremost, I would be like, I wouldn't enter this without having my gun already drawn, because you're in a close quarters, and the time it takes for you to recognize a threat, a lethal force threat, to grabbing your gun is precious seconds that could very easily cost you your life.
I'm sorry, the beach is closed. If anybody's in here, the beach is closed. No, I'm not entirely sure if anybody's in here. No.
See, like in these closed quarters right here, he could just push it open, and what happens if someone comes out with a knife? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're only supposed to draw your gun at a specific time, but the specific time is going into a close quarter situation while it's dark and not knowing what could be in there. That's the specific time.
Huh?
So it must not have been locked.
Yeah, we're all set in here. I think I heard my keys jingle and thought it was somebody's footsteps.
Okay.
I'm just gonna close it.
As he approached the entrance, the officer heard loud banging coming from the stall doors. He moved closer.
But a lot of the time, these these are built where it's like here's the woman's and here's the men's, and they're all that separates them is a wall, and a lot of the time it's open up at the top, right? Because it doesn't have like real good internal ventilation like most buildings do. So he could have been hearing somebody on the other side, like in the men's restroom.
And just as he reached one of the stalls, its door suddenly swung open right in front of him. The officer immediately looked inside, only to find it completely empty. Later, he admitted that in all his years of service, he had never encountered anything like it. So what could have been the source of those strange sounds coming from the restroom that night?
So as far as the door, I really didn't see the door open up.
Or suddenly swung open. He moved closer, and
So
just
I
as
see
he
it like
reached
that,
one of
yeah.
the stalls, its door suddenly swung open.
But did it though, or did he kick it? Hold on. I want to go back just to see.
Anybody's in here, the beach is closed.
So he's looking for feet. He's walking up.
No, I'm not entirely sure if anybody's in here. Nope.
No, he pushed it open. You can see the way it goes. He pushed it open. See, his hand is right there. You can see that he pushed it open. Look, bam, there's his hand pushing the door open. Is this debunking videos episode? Like, is that like see, this is why I don't get scared at a lot of these videos, man, because there's so many easily explainable things about it. Oh, man, we're like halfway through the video already, and every single one of these videos that is nobody can explain has been explained.
The officer heard the officer.
Yeah. Exorcism
One
case.
lady,
Colombia, okay.
A young woman named Sarah was relaxing at home in the apartment she shared with her father in Colombia. Suddenly, she heard something truly
I don't know her age, so until then.
unsettling coming from the neighboring unit. Disturbing, desperate screams echoed from her neighbor's apartment. Shocked witnesses out on the street quickly called the police,
I remember this. I
fearing
remember
it might
this.
be a case of domestic violence. But then the story took a bizarre turn.
I've seen this episode. I've seen this video before. And nobody's going up there? Or are they just bystanders? Oh yeah, they were like performing an exorcism up there, and everybody was like thinking that they were like beating the shit out of the girl, but really, it was them demons beating her. Hitting her too hard? Wait. How do you know that there's another entrance and you're not up there? Yeah. Because in places like Colombia and like these super religious countries, police don't get involved when it comes to like stuff of the supernatural, especially with like priests and stuff. And it comes to like exorcisms and seances and things of that nature. Police aren't allowed to get involved, and it's very unfortunate because in a lot of these countries, what could be explained as, you know, a mental health, a lot of the time is looked at as some sort of, you know, devil versus God bullshit reason, you know, and in reality, a lot of the time people just need medicine. I will say it has gotten way better, where like the church won't even okay an exorcism most of the time, so long as, oh great, my freaking camera, but a church won't even give you a exorcism if you haven't even gone to the doctors and like found like had yourself evaluated, you know.
For some reason, the officers began asking people outside for rosaries,
Well, not
an
for
item
some
commonly
reason.
used in Catholic prayers. And soon after, they called for a priest. As it turned out, all the noise was coming from an exorcism taking place right next door. Later,
Yeah,
one
exactly.
Colombian news outlet reported that 2 girls had been playing with a Ouija board when suddenly one of them became extremely aggressive and began vomiting what witnesses described as a dark substance. It was believed that the girl may have been possessed by an evil entity.
I just want to know, why is this called, and no hate to Chizoid, but why is this called police encounters that like no one can explain, but yet every video you're explaining the videos and they all have like an understanding of what was wrong.
Something the police themselves seemed to acknowledge. According to Sarah, the terrifying screams continued throughout the night, only fading away by morning.
Yeah, exorcisms can last a long time.
A man named Joe Kalian was pulled over by Houston police on suspicion of driving under the influence. Although Joe explained to the officer that he was disabled and suffered from a leg condition, the officer still forced him to stand on one leg for 5 minutes in order to complete a sobriety test. In the end, Joe Kalian was arrested.
Why are you making me do this? I will conduct your test, but I'm going to tell you this, that I'm...
Look, instead of doing a field sobriety test, just take the initial breathalyzer. Okay, just do the initial breathalyzer. Funk the field sobriety. Cops are trained. Cops are trained on what to say to get the arrest, right? You could be piss drunk, pass the test, and all they have to do is be like 45-degree deviation from septum with the eyes or whatever the fuck, or wasn't able to do, like, they are trained to do these things, to write this down regardless if you pass the test or not. Just take the breathalyzer. If you haven't been drinking, just take the breathalyzer. If you have been drinking, just take the breathalyzer, because it's very likely you're not going to pass the test anyways.
I'm handicapped. Okay. Like, you see when I license plate. Okay. I have a false leg from my hip to my knee. Okay.
But it should be noted that he was later acquitted in court. Following this incident, the officer involved resigned due to misconduct. After the story went public online, viewers noticed something very unusual.
Oh. That's a person. It looks like they're just way too out of frame for or way too far away from the light to be able to be like seen.
Take a closer look. A strange...
But they are moving fast. Okay, that is definitely different. That is definitely odd, for sure.
human-like figure can be seen darting quickly across the background behind them. At first glance, it could be dismissed as a camera glitch.
They look like they're...
However, that theory falls apart when another vehicle later passed through the same spot without any distortion and was captured on video normally. What do you think this could have been? A police body camera captured a fireball lighting up the skies over Pilbara, a region of Australia. The mysterious blue sphere stunned officers as they were speaking with a local resident.
Can you take that video? She's going over there.
Oh, did you see that?
Wow.
It could have been debris.
Yeah, that was a big flash. I thought that was a torch.
That's one thing I didn't see in my whole life.
Wow.
Make a wish, quick, make a wish.
Make a wish, one of the female officers joked, standing with her back turned as the meteor first lit up the sky. The sighting prompted police to launch a playful poll on social media, asking whether it was a shooting star, a UFO, or Elon Musk testing out a new rocket. The rare phenomenon caught on camera turned out to be a falling meteor.
Okay, well, it was a meteor. I mean, things fall from the sky so much, right? Things fall from the sky so freaking much. And there's so much debris out in space that eventually it does fall, breaks up in the atmosphere, and goes on about its day, Or we go on about our day.
A hotel security officer handed over footage to Illinois police after numerous complaints about screams coming from room 209. Concerned, he decided to investigate. When he entered the room, he was stunned to find the entire place turned upside down.
Unhappy customer?
It's room 209. Amy says nobody's checked into that room, and there's reports of screaming.
So far, there's only been one video unexplainable.
Amy, he's on his way down there right now.
Or at least without a definitive explanation.
What's going on, John? checked into that room.
Sounds like a baby.
Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But,
It sounds like a baby. It doesn't sound like screaming. It sounds like crying.
John, just wait. We're going to get a hold of the police. So, I would wait for the police, John. Amy, John's going to enter the room real quick just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one.
Oh, that's right. I remember this video. I remember. Yeah. This is an old ghost video.
Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and the hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there. Man, that's scary.
Yeah, and the apparition came out of the room. Yeah, this is an old video.
Belongings were scattered, and the furniture was overturned. In that moment, he noticed something unusual and rushed back out in fear. Later, the man claimed that it seemed as though he had seen a faint shadow. Over the years, there have been many complaints of strange noises coming from this room. Yet this recording remains the only tangible evidence suggesting that something is truly wrong with the hotel.
Okay, we got two videos out of the 8 so far.
In North Jersey, a massive explosion rocked a community while 6 firefighters were inside a house. Police body cam footage obtained by NorthJersey.com
propane explosion
vividly documented the blast.
Is it gonna be the water tank or the water heater propane explosion?
The video showed a large fireball erupting from the rear of the house.
Yeah, that looks like it came from the basement. So I'm gonna assume it was probably the water heater or like the gas line.
Initially, only smoke was visible from the dwelling, with no flames apparent. Just before the explosion, one firefighter was seen on the back porch. The blast's force propelled the roof upward, forcing officers to scramble for safety.
Damn, dude. I mean, not to tell you how to do your job or anything, but Brody's just there like, huh. Well, would you look at that? All right. I mean, look, I'm not saying like, oh, this is a terrible, like, he needs to do something else. But like, if that was me and I knew I had fellow officers, fellow firefighters in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm running in there, man.
Remarkably, despite the overwhelming force of the explosion, no lives were lost. The 6 firefighters managed to escape, though they had to help each other to navigate through compromised stairs.
Makes sense.
This event was described by officials as nothing short of a miracle.
It's gotta be a gas line or something. And a water heater can blow your house up like that, especially if it has a pilot light, because a pilot light works off of gas. So 2 out of 8 videos were unexplainable. I mean, this one, obviously, I would have to look into it to have a definitive answer as to what like happened. But everything else, I don't know, man, it's kind of just like some false advertisement. Chizoid, I liked your other video. I did like your other video. This one, on the other hand, I don't know. It's just you could have put 8 like disturbing police body cam encounters or something like that. But the no one can explain part, it kind of makes me be like, you know. Um but anyways, guys, that's been it for me. My name is Complexity. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below, what video is it that you think it was the craziest one out of all of them? And would you be able to make it as a police officer? All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good one, y'all.